Hey guys, Mako here. So, I didn't entirely know what this video is gonna be, because I said in the last video that I'm working on a certain Megami Tensei game, and yeah, that didn't really... that's taking a little longer than I expected, because it's pretty difficult. I'll just spoil it right now. The game I'm trying to beat is the first Devil Summoner. And as you can imagine, that's taking a little bit, because, well, it's entirely in Japanese, so it's not like I don't understand Japanese entirely. I have been learning it pretty diligently for the past few years now, but I'm not confident enough with kanjis, especially the kind of kanjis that a Sega Saturn game would use. So, combat system I can get through by, no problem, but it's the negotiations that are a little bit difficult without, understanding everything. So, as a result of that, I'm just gonna put that on a back burner, and it'll come out, a video on that will come out whenever it's finished. So it might take like a month, it might take longer, I don't know. I don't want to play it to the point where I start hating it, because I do enjoy the game. It's just the language barrier is a bit, a bit tough. I have ordered, because I've been trying to get through it on the Sega Saturn, and yeah, that's not really, that wasn't the best idea, because that version's a bit slow. So I ordered the PSP version. I'm gonna start over on the PSP. It'll make it easier because it also has the compendium in it. Regardless of that, well, what is this video gonna be about? Well, I initially wanted to make it about Sorceress Stabber Orphen, but I think I'll make that video too, but after this one. So right now, since this entire 2-minute spiel about Devil Summoner won't fit in the beginning of that video, really, because it's two separate topics, I'm just going to talk about something Megami Tensei related here as well. So, I have recently watched Shin Megami Tensei Tokyo Revelations, which is the kinda loose but not really anime adaptation of Shin Megami Tensei 1, but with a twist. The twist being there's Yaoi in it. A gay boy love. That's nice. That's nice. I don't mind it, to be honest. It was pretty nice. Pretty cute. But yeah, this video won't have as much. It ideally probably won't be as long as the game ones, because there's less to say about this than the games. So, as I said, it's a very loose adaptation, and I did enjoy it. And for a Megami Tensei fan, I'd imagine there's a lot of fan service that a lot of people would enjoy, but it's also a very wacky, just random 90s anime. I think it's 90s, actually. I'm not too sure. I have it on DVD, actually, because I wanted to own it as well, since it's a part of, the Megami Tensei series, and I like to own as much Megami Tensei nowadays as I can. And movie, it is an anime movie, so this movie is kind of one of the most affordable DVDs I've ever found. It was like £2. It was £2 in a used DVD shop, which is great. It's not even that bad of a condition, but the box is kind of hideous. And they didn't call it Shin Megami Tensei; they just called it Tokyo Revelations because, well, Shin Megami Tensei didn't exist when this came in the West. It didn't exist when this anime came out. I don't even know why this was localized. Like, of all things to release in the West, you release a loose adaptation of a video game series that's not even out in English. Nice idea. But it's cool that it did happen, because now we can watch it in retrospect and be like, that was alright. That was neat. It's funny. It's something funny to laugh at. But what do I think about the anime again? It was okay. I know that most people who have, well, like 2 or 3 people that reviewed it on YouTube don't really talk too favorably about it. So I'd say I enjoyed it as a Megami Tensei fan, but it's probably not too great if you're not. I've seen like one review of it on YouTube by some like random anime YouTuber with who I can't imagine him being too relevant nowadays, but it's like a 2014 video that has a lot of shitty 2014 humor in the style of the channel Awesome. So, not that great. But yeah, it's just an anime about the elements, talking about nice things in relation to Shin Megami Tensei. What do I mean by nice things? I mean, like, there's like magnetite, there's a Cerberus, there's a dog, you know. What else is there? There's Goku. Okay, so like the second half of this movie is completely batshit insane, and it goes like off completely, and it's fucking hilarious. But like, yeah, it starts off kind of cool because it's like, oh, this guy, he's kind of insane. He's on the plane and he's summoning demons to kill everyone on the plane to get some magnetite to be able to summon better demons, and that's a cool fucking idea. I like how that they actually took that concept from the games and made it into like a story thing. But yeah, there's like some demons from the games that appear in it, and it's just all nice and fan servicey. And there's like the Ring of Gaia I think it's the Ring of Gaia that's in the game, is also in the anime. It's all kind of slapdash together to not be too well explained unless you played the games. As I said, this is a good fan servicey thing, but it's not for newcomers. You need to know things about Megami Tensei to enjoy this. But yeah, there's like things that are glossed over quickly, characters that just get introduced, give you like a knife and say, oh, you will need this, bye bye, and they fuck off, and then they don't appear until the later part of the movie, and they're like, who are you? You're who was she again? It was some lolly girl that was like giving you a knife, and she's like, oh yeah, I can make a lot of them, that's no problem. Sick. Yeah, there's a lot of characters that just appear and disappear, and honestly, it's kind of like I don't really remember a lot about it already, and I've only watched it like the other day. But yeah, it's the most memorable parts of this the movie was the beginning of the plane and getting the magnetite, the sort of homoerotic thing going on between the main character and the guy that was bullied that wants to summon demons, and then the last part where Goku shows up. Literally, there's no like sugarcoating it. It was literally they kill like the protagonist's like a girl that the protagonist likes, and then the protagonist turns into Goku. I think it's the spirit of Masakado that takes over him or something. I think it was that. And then they just have like massive blasts. He even has the hair. He even has the fucking gold hair, and they just fight with massive blasts of energy. With I think the big demon at the end that they fight is Osei. I think, was it Osei? I don't even remember. But yeah, they were fighting some massive demon, and it was just hilarious. It has a lot of vibes from the original Megami Tensei anime. So, you know, he rides Cerberus and fights, you know, the part where he fights Lucifer with Cerberus and the Hino Kagetsuchi, the sword. That's all sort of represented here, but not really, because I don't think the Hino Kagetsuchi is in this. I don't remember, at least. Again, I would have to rewatch it again, but I just watched it, so there's no point. This is like my first impressions. But yeah, it was a nice movie. It was a bit silly. And yeah, if you're a Megami Tensei fan, I would say watch it. It's enjoyable, but it's not some masterpiece. It's not gonna be on anyone's top 10. But it's a cool little thing. So I was making this video more so just to update on stuff I said in the last video, really. But I didn't want to make it completely like you know, about nothing. So I thought, yeah, let's just talk about this SMT thing that I watched recently. As I said, the next video is probably going to be also about Orphen, another anime that I enjoy, that I want to talk about. But yeah, with Devil Summoner, as I said, don't expect that too soon, because it's a game that will take a while to beat. And I'm also working on playing through Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse now as well, because I finally decided to sit down and play through it. So whenever I finish that, I'll also make a video and say what my opinions on it are. I'm like 20 hours into the game. It's pretty fun. I like it. I can see why people don't like the story of it. I enjoy it myself, but yeah, I can see the animeisms that people might not look too fondly upon. Like, I mean, Navarre is just slapstick, just for the sake of slapstick for the most part. And yeah, and it's all goofy. It's not as serious as the original SMT4. Well, yeah, we'll see when I beat it. But I'm really looking forward to the rest of the game, because the gameplay itself in this feels just more. It just feels a little better than 4, the original Vanilla 4. I'm not sure what it is, but it does feel a little more fun. Maybe it's because it's easier. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the next video is probably going to be another video about anime, and then it's going to be SMT4, because I'm expecting that to be the next game I beat. And then Devil Summoner will happen when it will happen, so I don't know. But anyways, this was just a little video that I wanted to put out, and there's nothing much else for me to say, so see you guys next time. Bye.